Morning, y'all. Actually, I think it's technically afternoon now. No, right at noon. A lot of gratitude. I guess it has to come back to that quite frequently, if you're moving in a place to where you're trying to create from a new, clear, free place of love, the relinquishment of judgment, doubt, condemnation, blame, separation, those things. Just worry, what if, and not being in the present. And come back to that present, and you're in that gratitude, in that state of just being. That's it. And then it's like real easy to see how we want to live in a sense of being free from fear, free from those old ways of looking at self-image, looking at oneself through the limited frame, through the egoic perspective, through the Christian terminologies, through the eyes of the adversary, believing in the lie, the devil is a liar. All those ways of thinking about yourself in a negative light are just what he would highlight that's not true. Christ won. Christ is, that is your true essence. That's what you are. Now, does that mean things aren't still being highlighted to be looked at? No, obviously not. People trip me up with this all the time. Like St. Paul, he quoted that great one. The things that I do are the things that I don't do, and the things that I would do or I wouldn't do are the things that I do. I think I just butchered that, but y'all get the essence. It's kind of a little tongue twister there. He's basically saying, and then he ends it with the wretched man that I am, the little lamentations. And I actually had an interesting Easter. I got to go back and reflect on a little thing with Solomon, Ecclesiastes, and he was a man that seemed to have it all, attain it all within the domain of this earthly realm, you could say. And then he's just lamenting on all that, and what he figured out at the end is that it's all just pompous arrogance to think that you got it figured out better than somebody else, and to try to control and do things because of that in a certain way is arrogance, and is vanity, as he laments through that one. And but it really brought me to some great notes of wisdom and insights with that, because I had some good reflections of that also, of like some things, Solomonic things in that nature, and perversions. And it's like, obviously that's not coming from that space. That's not coming from that space of true just being. And if one highlights and looks at those things in that way, then sure, that's what you'll see. That's just the glass is half empty type thing. Does it mean that one shies away from any obligations? No, that's part of it, is like really getting to the self-honesty of it. Is like, okay, well, you got some work in this area, boom. All right, just because I don't have fear, does that mean like there's not gonna be like what seems to be, I don't even want to call it roadblocks or obstacles, man, because it's just like that's the path, you know what I'm saying? So like if you're going in a certain direction, like that the terrain is rugged or rocky, or like you're not like upset. Like people that go hike, I'm not a big hiker, but people that go hiking for fun and like go like on these like crazy trails to like see the most beautiful sights at the end, but the trail's super intense and crazy. They're not like bitching and moaning the whole time, like, oh my God, like, no, that's what they're in their excitement, they're in their joy, that's what they're where they want to be. And so it takes a great level of accountability to see that we're exactly where we've worked to be, that we're exactly where we're supposed to be in that regard. Does that mean we've aligned with what we can be and what we are? Usually, more times than not on this planetary sphere, the answer is no. They're fighting that. They're resisting that. They're still coming from those notions of fear and self-doubt and old beliefs in self. And that's why shit's so difficult, because you aren't living in the truth of you. You aren't living in what Christ died saying that you are. You're squandering your inheritance. You're living in a lie. And there's nobody to blame for that other than you. Right? And see, that's the tough sell, because like we've got all that, and then it's like, oh man, we really love our deceit. Like it's a Morpheus quote that popped up timeline on Facebook the other day. It was like, people, I'm gonna butcher that one too, but he's like, most people are so allegiant to the system and the lie that they'll fight defending the very system that has them enslaved and has the veil over their eyes, so to speak. And sure, that is widely the case with that. That analogy seems to work well. But you have a certain level of accountability and responsibility when you know that to not be true. When you unplugged and because Neo, it's not like they just unplugged him and he's like, forget the Matrix, and it's just like chilling out down in Zion or whatever down there. Nah, he's like, had to be fully awake in the Matrix and like fully step into the Christ, the oneness that he recognized that he was. And that's it. That's what, like, it's not this whole escapism, like, spiritual marketplace is full of that. Like, we gotta escape, we gotta get off this place, we're fucking it all up. It's doomed. And even within like certain religious denominations, it's crazy to me, the misinterpretation, because if it's over, if love won, if love has won, it's been over for a long time. You're living in the last. Like, it's not, people, oh man, they love that Revelations thing, man, and love sticking in that. That was over a long time ago, y'all. I mean, they were at like the 7th trumpet, dude. That shit's, y'all got to keep up. Christ won way back. It's over, cuz. Get with it. All the saints acknowledged it. All the saints knew it. They're just waiting on you to recognize it. They're not really waiting. But that's the joy, man. That's the gospel. It's the truth. Love won. Love's winning. Love's waiting for you to demonstrate through you that you're it, that you won, that we're not following the lie anymore. Spirit's here. The kingdom's here. Sanctum regnum. Holy kingdom. Revealed. You don't need to run from here. You don't need to fear anything here. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Then you'll be able to look at your neighbor. Look them in the eye. Look everybody in the eye that's watching this video and say, I love you. I know the truth of you. We'll light this world up together. See that it's already been lit. We're just turning around. Plato's cave. It's a beautiful day. Peace and love, y'all. Bye.